Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful spring tulips growing all the way through our little garden. So we're very lucky here this year. We've got some beautiful colours. This one's Mrs. Normanton's favourite. This lovely orange and yellow. And look at this lovely, almost burgundy coloured tulip. And then this one here. Look at those colours. Pinks and whites. And this one has to be one of my favourites. Look at this. Purple and yellow. But the big question is, how do we keep bulbs like this coming back year after year? The answer is actually pretty straightforward, but it's not easy. If we just left these in the ground, these would not come back like this. If we're lucky, we might get white ones. If they're unlucky, they might not come back at all. So what we want to do to kind of keep these beautiful colours coming back year after year is we're going to have to do two things. First of all, right now, we're going to deadhead. What that means is we're going to take, once they've flowered, you see this one here is a classic example. It's flowered, it's starting to set seed, this seed pod, and that's where all the energy in this tulip is now going. It's no longer producing beautiful flowers like these, it's producing seeds in here. But the reason you don't find seeds for tulips is we grow them by bulbs. So what we want is all the energy that's making seeds right here is to go all the way down here into the bulb. So we're actually just going to take a deadhead them, take the head off here, remove some of this stem, and it's pretty easy. We can use a pair of secateurs. This set here is perfectly adequate, and we're just going to snip the tops off. I like to snip them a little ways down, but you can take them anywhere from here down to here. A nice clean cut, and what that then generates is a time for us to throw this away. So that's going to get thrown away into the compost, and then we're left with this, which is just the end of the stem, and we're going to leave all these leaves intact, and these leaves are going to create energy. That photosynthesis is going to happen and put all that energy back into the bulb. When that's all happened and they died back naturally, and it's kind of gone from green to yellow, these stalks and leaves, what we're going to do then is dig them all up. And the reason we dig them all up is to preserve and harvest those bulbs that we will hopefully have created. And that will be a bit of a labour intensive process, but we'll dig them all out probably in about 6 weeks time or thereabouts, once they've all died off. And then in October, end of October, we will then replant all of those bulbs that we harvested. Now the harvesting process itself we'll cover in a separate video when we do it, but in reality it's very easy. All we're doing is digging up the bulbs and we're laying them flat. I use plastic trays with holes in the bottom, and that helps dry them out. And we're going to dry them out so they look a little bit like an onion does at the supermarket, where it's kind of got that the skin that's all nice and dried. And then when we've got them to that state, we can put them in a cool, dry place to save for October. Okay, so there you go. One last little look at the garden of these beautiful tulips. I mean, look at that. We've got some great doubles and singles in there, and lovely colours like this purple, and like I said, this one was one of my favourites right here. Look at those colours. Beautiful, beautiful plants. So lovely flowers, easy to grow, and I hope you're doing so in your garden too. I'll have to get a cup of tea. Toodaloo.